Hello everybody, I'm Conquering History Games, and welcome back to part 8 of my, I'd say part 8 of my New England playthrough here in Hearts of Iron for Kaiserreich. Hold on, I gotta turn this music down a little, or maybe just skip to the next one. Alright. So, we're gonna start today by talking a little bit about the history of Albany, specifically, which is now a supply hub. Yep, there it is, and it is also officially a metropolis, or no, it's not, it's a forest. I guess I gave it a little spot thing. Whatever. I think it ended up getting another couple of victory points or whatever. So, Albany was part of the original Dutch founding of the colony of New York. There were 10 colonies, or counties, I should say, that were essentially formed along the Hudson River when Henry Hudson, which the river is obviously named after, journeyed up north here. A couple of forts were built in the area, and it was eventually granted a charter after the English had seized control of it in the 1680s. I think that was it. Albany ends up becoming a really important hub for both supplies, which is probably why I should have already just started with the supplies, but then again, that would have been like 200 years earlier, during the French and Indian War, or the 7 Years' War, depending on who you ask. Never itself gets invaded, but was itself important. Then when we move forward towards the American Revolution, as I discussed before, it being on the Hudson River, which was the river that the British were attempting to gain control of, so they could cut the colonies in half, it's very important as well. It was also one of the stations for General Philip Schuyler, during the American Revolution, who some of you may know is the guy who had this incredible ability to spawn and raise 10 out of 10 waifus for lifus. So that's pretty cool. It was also where the actual Schuyler mansion was, which General Burgoyne burned down during the campaign. Now, I hope I'm remembering the timing of this correctly, but I think, because I was recently rereading some parts of the Hamilton biography by Ron Chernow, but there's a part where he talks about how Schuyler was really magnanimous to General Burgoyne after he surrendered. He's like, oh, come into my house. And it was his temporary house. He's like, come on in, have some dinner. I'm going to take care of you. We're not fighting anymore. Let's be polite. And he did not know until Burgoyne was actually gone, that Burgoyne had destroyed his mansion. Anyway, so when New York became a state of its own, Albany was eventually chosen as its capital. I think they would hang out in Kingston a little bit first, but so it wasn't until almost the 1800s that Albany was actually made the permanent capital. And it had its own economic centers separate from New York City, mostly fur trade and farming. By farming, I mean also sheep and dairy style farming, not just traditional agriculture. And with its access to the water, that was also very good for it. And I think I talked about in the last episode how Albany ended up still becoming one of the biggest cities in the country, even though obviously New York City was a whole league ahead of it. It's still a very, very big and important center. But what's really interesting about Albany is because it is the capital of what is, I'd say, for at least the first half so far of American history, one of the most important states. So I'm just going to kind of rattle off some names here because I don't have time to talk about them all. But when what we kind of think of now as the political party systems, or certainly at least 19th century American political party systems, were getting their started, that's where Martin Van Buren is getting his start. You also have people who didn't become president, like Thurlow Weed, extremely important. Thurlow Weed ends up becoming a mentor to various important politicians in the early 19th century, probably most notably William Seward, who I also discussed last time, who ends up becoming Lincoln's Secretary of State, but could very easily have himself become president. That's kind of one of the amazing things about Lincoln's rise, is that there were these other people waiting in the wings, and he's the upset that he becomes the presidential candidate for the Republicans. Anyway, a lot of really important governors: Grover Cleveland, who we're going to be learning more about in the next couple of years, I would imagine. Stay tuned for that in the public culture. Both of the Roosevelt presidents, Theodore and Franklin, were governors in New York, so they worked out of Albany. Theodore used to quite famously make a bit of a ruckus when he first was elected to office out there in Albany. Let's see. Am I forgetting anybody? And then, let's see. There was the Roosevelts. There was Grover Cleveland. Oh, yeah! Bad news! Charles Evan Hughes, governor of New York, Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, and who at one point ran for president. I think he actually ran for president twice, but one of the times was while he was still on the Supreme Court, which is really nuts. Like, can you imagine that happening today? It would be scandalous. Albany, because it is, even though it is not the economic hub, the population hub that New York City was, its position as capital of one of the most important states of the Union, at least for the first half of the... Well, I'd say New York is obviously, it's probably more tied to New York State, but I'd say the state is New York City, but the state as a whole was extremely, extremely important in the early colonial days and continued to be very important, I'd say at least through the 1900s. Easily could be argued that it is one of, if not the most important single state in the Union in terms of history. And so Albany being the capital of that makes it very strong. All right, let's move on. Let's play the game. So we're going to, now, at any time we want now, we can be at war in 30 days. Let's streamline the production. This will also let us, so this is going to give us minus 15% production cost, which is really, really good. And there's going to be some sort of event. Then we could choose to either get the Springfield or Winchester repeating arms. Is that going to replace, though, something I've already got? Like, don't I already have Savage arms? Yeah, so this'll make these available to me. French exiles intervene in the Weltkrieg. Yep, Entente's here now. I think we might just stick with the Savage arms. Well, I don't know. Springfield Armory is actually... The reliability is not that great, but I like the minus 10% production. We're probably not going to do anything. That 15% for minus 15% for 2 years is good enough on its own. Let's get that and that. All right. We need a trade for another piece of steel. Go send another factory out here to France since they're insisting on getting involved in the war now. It's a strong Entente. Entente and Reichspakt are to meet. Usually I would say I wouldn't want them to be friends right now, but actually, yeah, I think I do want that. I think we do want the Halifax thing to work out. So once we've got streamlining this production, we might grab joint elite programs finally. Oh man, you see, the key is once the war starts, we've got to have a momentum. Especially because the American Union State looks like they're starting to push back. He said Washington, Pittsburgh, Cleveland. We certainly can't stop before then. Oh crap! Yeah, look, the CSA they've put some people on the border. Having said that, we're still, even with the large river crossing, it looks like we could quite easily run them over. Yeah, because obviously I'm quite sure that our units are much better. Yeah. Okay, wait, no. Those are the regular infantry. What are the, we got these militia units. I don't think I can change these templates. Oh, I can! Oh, then let's do so. Hold on. We're going to change all these over to infantry 2s. Oh, gosh, that's going to take up a lot of stuff we don't have. Alright, we'll wait on that. They've got engineers in there, so we could just use them to hold areas. So, they're meeting. Would the German Empire ever agree to terms? What would they ask in return? Whatever. Let's unclick that, deselect that. Alright. But yeah, anyway, Washington, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, if we can get that and kind of hold on, I think that would be good. And then we could keep waiting for the others to grind each other down. Because see, the thing is, though, once the CSA goes down, the American Union State's going to be able to start making moves. The PSA still has manpower. And actually more factories than the American Union State right now. That's interesting. Oh, the CSA is actually about to run out of recruitable population. All right, Reichspakt and Entente are going to cooperate. All right, that's probably for the best because it's a very strong Third Internationale. So the cooperation is good. All right, what's next to research? Not that. Cheer, cheer, the Green Mountaineer. Let's start researching tanks for later. No. What have we got down here? Fire control, transports. Let me get landing craft because I know I'll forget to do it later. We're officially starting to get behind on our Navy, but I think I really can just wait. So let's start doing some tank research for down the line. For when we're going into Europe. When that day comes. Okay, what are these modifications to the government? Is there anything here I wanted to do in particular? Yeah, all I could do is this locomotive one, which I think is not very good. Actually, no, I think it is the best one. No, the... yeah, this tank destroyer or the Schenectady arsenal are both better. So, we can't go to war economy. Oh, I have to also be at war to go to war economy. Alright. Fine. Oh, I could have gotten Keeney much earlier and started gaining air experience every day. Damn, that sucks. Ah. Well, let's get him now. Shoot. It's not like I have to save a lot of political power because I can get it for free anytime. Alright, how many divisions do they actually have here? Anywhere from 83 to 214. That's useful. Are the Canadians keeping troops on this border? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I think Canada's overcommitting to the, Or no, they bringing some people back? Or no. No, yeah, they're heading east. I'm not sure where they're going. Iceland? Where are they going? Denmark? I'm not sure where the heck they're flying off to, but I don't think Canada's really going to be able to help us too much. Oh, Dominion of Canada just went in on wow, they just went in on the CSA. So we're doing this. We're doing it live. Okay. What am I most behind on logistically? Infantry equipment is going to take me 126 days. The anti-air equipment is going to take me 67 days. The support equipment is going to take me 154 days. I think that support equipment is actually really, really important. We need that. Wait, what? That didn't I just have a freaking factory? Whatever. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to go in. We're going in now. Join the war. Russian Canada. Wait, what? Let's just select the dang thing. All right, let's go. We're liberating. We're doing it live. Why would they declare the war themselves when they don't have anybody on the border? Oh my gosh, they're gonna get wrecked. Sichuan capitulated. Did they lose to Tibet? Or oh no, it's probably the Qing and Yunnan combined. Yeah. Oh, the Federals are getting destroyed. They're getting owned right now. Badatia Commune. All right, there's some progress being made here. Oh, come on, cavalry, let's go. Slice through to Calcutta. There's no port down here. You'll destroy their whole southern army. Well, Vietnam ended up becoming independent. Oh, they took a little bit of southern Vietnam. Is that a new thing? They like split Indochina. All right, yeah, we're just going for it now. Improv expert. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, okay, so it's not going to be a freebie anymore, this land, but if we can get New York, yeah, just one metropolis at a time. So short-term goals, New York City, Philadelphia, Buffalo, but these are the three I really want to get to. Because I don't know if we're going to be able to start coring as we go. I hope so. But we'll sure find out. This might be good, yeah. Look, yeah, the CSA pushing out here into like Manitoba. That's just a waste of time. There's no victory points out there. It's just drawing their forces away from actually essential borders. I think the Pacific states are winning the most out of this current situation. Okay, government rifle contracts. Oh, it looks like it's going to turn one of these on automatically. Yeah. Scouted and approved by George Washington himself, the Springfield Armory is an obvious candidate. I guess we'll have to do the one to be Springfield. And we'll get a bonus for infantry equipment. With M1 in plans to be fully adopted with our armed forces, we should consider supporting the Springfield Armory. So yeah, did that change it automatically? Yes, it does. Okay, I think it was still worth it to get that earlier. And now we can come over here and grab the M2 relatively quickly. All things considered. Okay. Forge of Democracy, straight up 10% is pretty good on the factory output. Can't go too wrong with that. Yeah. Or, whoops. Here we go. Forge of Democracy. Springfield Armory played a decisive role in the First World War, outpacing Confederate production at a rate of nearly 32-1! I'm not sure how that accurate that is. Oh, you know what? If we're talking about rifles, yeah. But I think Richmond had an artillery factory. They would build their cannons. That was pretty good. Harper's Ferry and Rock Island Arsenal lie in enemy hands. The eldest forge of American arms still burns bright. Okay. This is gonna be something. Yeah, let's make sure change this stuff to the trucks. The trucks must flow. Oh, we don't have enough trucks stockpiled. Oh man. Reorganize the rail system. Says you can only take once. Commandeer civilian trains. We're already good on trains. We've got more than we need. Alright, boy, I'm nervous. Oh, they're heading on there on the road to Toronto. It's kind of gonna become a. I hope it's gonna become a race because we need to take as much land as we can. Because once we start pushing from the east, ideally, we're gonna be seeing the CSA collapse pretty quickly. Let's see what kind of new traits can we give this guy. It's just really nothing that great when you get down to it. Our generals just are not that good. Kind of have just the leftovers, the scraps. I saw that. Yeah, they got people stationed in all the cities. We're not going to be able to just victory snipe. I'm going to try, though, with this cav. I really am. Here we go. What we had hoped in 1937 has finally engulfed. Well, what we had hoped to avoid in 1937 has finally engulfed the nation. Just look at that. Look at all that we're at war with. All this. It's a long road to California. New England has found itself drawn into the conflict. Accordingly, many of our industries are shifting into wartime production to provide for our troops in the field. As the Army's needs rapidly swell due to the conflict, whatever lingering effects of the Great Depression remained are quickly swept away. Unemployed men and even some women are being conscripted into the armed forces of the factories that replace others sent to the front lines. Together we must rally the storm. Rally to the flag. Oh, so it's going to automatically send me over to the war economy. That's good. Because then I could actually just send us directly to total mobilization, except I don't have the war support for it. Never mind. I could rally. Or, yeah, I don't think I have anything for that. Maybe I should rally public support with that political power I just saved, because I'm pretty close to 50%. I might not be able to do it again. But here we go. Do a little force attack. And let's go. Oh, the Lend-Lease. That's going to be very useful. Canada wants to help in our war efforts. Yeah, sure. Actually, I probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, so Canada's now at war with the American Union State too, although I probably shouldn't have even done that so they could just focus on the CSA. I don't know where the heck they sent out their army. Was it here? Are they fighting in Portugal? Portugal's in the Entente, but I don't see any non-Portuguese troops. What's this here? Some Sardinians. Yeah, the Union of Britain is trying to take them out. Damn, this is a strong Third International. We might lose Portugal. And then we're going to have to really do it the hard way to get it into Europe. Alright. We're pushing into the New York area fine, it looks like. Okay, yeah, let's do the rally public support. Oh, but that consumer good factory. No, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Well, I think we could actually do that one more time later. But how are we still not at 100% world tension? The whole world's on fire. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So now, what is going on? That's what I'm trying to do. Come in here. Come in here, down and around. Whoop. Keep this guy pinned. Alright, very good. Very good. Alright, we've almost taken New York, technically. Just get that little bit there. There goes the Ma click. Okay, so that's Qing, right? That's capitulating all these. Wait, what? There we go. So yeah, it's just Xinjiang and Tibet. Wow, is the federal government in the south going to end up lasting longer than anyone else? But I think the Qing's got this under control. I'm seeing a lot of divisions here. Is this where the Canadians went? No, I'm not seeing them here, but there's too many fronts. Too many fronts we're maintaining at once. But if we could just start closing some of these, obviously it would be a tremendous boon. Alright, we're going to try to slice on down to Philadelphia. The fall of New York City! Yes! New Englander militias have been fighting sparse skirmishes with the Red Guard down the Hudson River. This morning, the Palisades, both natural and man-made, fell from Syndicate hands. Not long after that, Manhattan Island was forced to capitulate rather than risk the massive loss of life that urban warfare would bring. The Syndicates have ordered the remainder of the Red Guard to transport the gold from the Federal Reserve Building to safety, leaving behind many financial workers imprisoned on Welfare Island. The whole of New York City is now under the control of New England, and a massive relief effort is underway to assess the full scope of the damage the Syndicates did to the city. New York is ours! Very nice. So, do we have any decisions that we could start coring things along the way? Probably not, huh? Can't do war propaganda either. Dahomey just got called in. But yeah, after we do Forge, I think we're going to do joint efforts programs for the political power. So we can get war support going with war propaganda. Okay, is Harrisburg a supply hub? Not really. Well, like, but I could cut off some of the supply to Pittsburgh along the way. Alright, looking good, Hollywood. Okay, we don't have enough to fill our garrisons right now. We're going to switch it all to local police forces. Let's see. Newark doesn't have a port, so if we can get into Philadelphia... Damn it, they just got heavy tanks. I was about to say that if we can take Philadelphia, I think New Jersey will slowly starve. Or is there a port in Newark? No, I don't think so. I don't think there is. There we go. We're dealing with a little bit of supply, but It's okay. We have righteousness on our side. We'll be fine. That's it. This'll work. This'll work just as well. Actually, not quite just as well, but Philadelphia is about to drop. Oh, man. Are we about to get Washington for free? I wasn't sending my cab forward like I was supposed to. Whoops. South Africa's giving me some help. Yes, I think we are, boys and girls. I think we are about to get Washington, which obviously is a really good supply hub. We got Baltimore. Supplies are coming through that way now. Yes! Very nice. Very good. Okay. We gotta be careful. We gotta not overstretch here. Yeah, you know, yeah. Secure Washington. Secure Washington. Start fanning out. See, they're pushing us back right here, though. Alright, we got Rochester. Let's try to get to Buffalo. Okay, we can start suppressing resistance in New York City, it was saying. Where is that? Where was that? I just saw that. Where did it say that? Oh, right here. Freedom? Where is that? You see, look, when I hover over, it says suppress resistance in New York City. Where's that actually at? This? Suppress resistance in Maryland. Oh, here we go, here we go. So, compliance will go up, resistance goes down, garrison strength gets up a little bit. Costs me 50 army experience, is it? Or, I guess the political power cost is the cost. Okay, some of these, yeah, okay, good. They're already getting position. We're about to lose Harrisburg, but that's fine, because Harrisburg's not a supply area. You need to come up here. Here, come down here, come down here. Okay, looking good, looking good. Looking better, not great. Alright, keeping them bottled up. Oh, they're like right outside Washington over there. Hitting those Marines down! Okay, one of you cross the river. Okay, woo! Getting dicey around here. Looks like Canadians are trying to get some people in position here. What is going on here? Like, Tennessee is just a wreck by now. You gotta figure. I think the CSA is getting too distracted heading northwest into Canada. Okay, cool. We're in Washington. We're holding Washington. Admittedly, with just a militia unit, but it does have engineers, so I think we'll still be okay. Is Buffalo a hub? Yes, it is. Okay. What do we want next? Oh, gotta have guns. Plain and simple. Gotta keep them flowing in. How's it going in Europe? Yeah, Austria's getting owned. The link-up's about to happen here with the French troops. I think Bulgaria's losing. They've lost the momentum. Romania's making a counterattack. Alright, got this. Yeah, let's kind of just get some of our cavalry in better positions. Okay. So we're going to do this so we could grab... the only thing I want to spend is the joint army training, which will be useful. But besides that, we want to just keep that political power for other stuff. I think they're shuttling in forces over the sea into Philadelphia. Dang it. Alright, can we push into Harrisburg? No? Come on, they all got supply problems. Why aren't we able to wreck them? Why is there not ownage? Oh, shoot, they're about to cut me in half here. Coming out of Harrisburg. Alright, keep them pinned, keep them pinned. That's it. Rock steady, rock steady. Alright, next supply hub. Missed a little bit. Their closest supply hub now is not until here, like in central Virginia. There's something there in Norfolk. Just try to, come on, get there first, get there first. Alright, this guy, it's gonna get there one day. Yeah, help with the economy. And my Cav's gonna get there in, right now. Right now. It says I'm gonna be there right now. What's going on? Oh, it's because I'm being attacked by that division. Shoot, we didn't make it. Okay. What a pain. We might have to stop here, I think. You know, let's stop for the day anyway. We've taken Newark. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Philadelphia is going to start becoming a thorn in my side. Oh, man, I should have... It's because I didn't send... I didn't micromanage correctly. I should have sent my cavalry through, because you know how I was sending just some militia and infantry units to try to snipe DC and stuff, and I did do that successfully. But I should have sent those 3 cavalry divisions, which I made for this express purpose to grab Philadelphia, and then everything here in New Jersey would have been really easy to deal with. Dang. Yeah, so yeah, we'll just spend the 5 on the army thing with the Canadians, and then we'll do war propaganda. Start getting this up more so I could eventually switch to total mobilization. Anyway, so yeah, we're at war then. It's an ugly one. Canada is getting wrecked in the Manitoba and Saskatchewan regions, but I think it's overall going good. I guess we gotta hope the American Union state will continue to pressure the CSA from the south. And the Pacific States, as I've said before, the Pacific States is the one who wins a lot, or like they're the ones who can take advantage of an extended, drawn-out war like this. But I think that as long as we keep Canada from going to war with them, if it came down to us in the Pacific States, we're the ones who are going to have all this industrial land in the east, so we would be in a position of advantage. Anyway, I'm Conquering History Games, and I'll see you next time. Bye.